Keji chose the latter. This is a part 2 of the story of Keji, who was an orphan and her mother-in-law ruined her marriage on her wedding day. She threw herself into her work, determined to build a future for herself that didn't depend on anyone. She started a small business selling handmade jewelry, something she had always enjoyed but never had the time to pursue seriously. The work was therapeutic, allowing her to channel her pain into something beautiful. Her creations quickly gained popularity, and soon she was receiving orders from all over the country. As her business grew, so did Keji's confidence grow. She began to see herself not as a victim of betrayal, but as a survivor who had overcome adversity and emerged stronger on the other side. She surrounded herself with supportive friends and family who reminded her daily of her worth and potential. And slowly but surely, Keji began to heal. One day, while setting up her stall at a local market, Keji noticed a man watching her from a distance. He was tall and well-dressed, with a kind smile that reached his eyes. When he finally approached her, he introduced himself as Tunde, a local artist who had been admiring her jewelry for some time. Tunde was different from her previous husband-to-be in every way. He was gentle, patient, and took the time to understand Keji's pain without judgment. They spent hours talking about life, art, and their shared experiences of loss and recovery. Slowly, Keji began to open her heart to the possibility of love again. Though she was careful not to rush into anything, but as the months passed, Keji and Tunde's relationship blossomed into something beautiful and genuine. He never pressured her to move faster than she was comfortable with, and for that, Keji was grateful. With Tunde, she felt safe and valued, something she hadn't felt in a long time. On the anniversary of the day she was supposed to marry her ex-fiancé, Keji found herself in the same place where she was supposed to marry her ex. But this time, she wasn't alone. Tunde stood beside her, holding her hand as they exchanged vows to love and support each other for the rest of their lives. As they were pronounced husband and wife, Keji looked out at the smiling faces of her friends and family and felt a deep sense of peace. She had come a long way from the broken woman who had walked out of that field alone. And though the scars of her past still lingered, they no longer defined her. Keji had learned that true strength wasn't about never being broken, but about finding the courage to put the pieces back together and keep moving forward. And as she looked into Tunde's eyes, she knew that she had finally found the happiness she deserved, a happiness that she had been created for, a happiness that she had created for herself. Keji's journey wasn't just about finding love again, it was about rediscovering her own worth and realizing that she was enough, just as she was. And with the knowledge she had, she discovered that no matter the challenges that are laid ahead of her, she would face them with the same strength and resilience that had carried her through the darkest days of her life. As Keji and Tunde settled into married life, the journey ahead was filled with new experiences and challenges. They built their home, a house filled with warmth and laughter. Every corner was a reflection of their shared love of art and creativity. Tunde's paintings adorned the walls, and Keji's handcrafted jewelry sparkled from glass cases in their shared studio. It was a space where their individual passions and their deep affection for each other intertwined seamlessly. But life, as Keji had learned, was not without its trials. Shortly after their marriage, Keji and Tunde faced a hurdle that tested their bond. They struggled to conceive a child, something both of them had hoped for. Each month brought with a wave of disappointment, and Keji couldn't help but feel a familiar sense of inadequacy creeping in. Memories of the pain of her previous abandonment resurfaced, and Keji wondered if she was somehow destined to face heartache again. Tunde, the ever-patient and supportive partner, held her through the difficult moments. He reminded her that their worth wasn't measured by their ability to have children, and that their love was strong enough to weather any storm. He encouraged her to keep pursuing her dreams and passions, to focus on the things that brought her joy. And slowly, Keji found a way to balance her deep desire for a family with the acceptance that life sometimes had different plans. It was during this time of emotional turbulence that Keji decided to expand her business. She began offering workshops in jewelry making, sharing her skills with other women in the community. The workshops became a place of healing, not just for Keji, but for women who attended. Many of them had their own stories of pain and loss, and in Keji, they found a kindred spirit. Together, they created beautiful pieces of jewelry, each one a testament of their strength and resilience. One day, during a particular busy workshop, a young girl approached Keji with shy curiosity. Her name was Ife, and she had been silently watching Keji for some weeks. Fascinated by her intricate work, Ife was an orphan, living with a distant relative who treated her more like a burden than a child. She had been forced to grow up too quickly, much like Keji had after losing her parents. Seeing herself in the girl, Keji took Ife under her wing. She taught her the art of jewelry making, offering her not just a skill, but a sense of belonging and purpose. Ife came like a daughter to Keji, filling a void in her heart that she hadn't even realized was there. The bond between them grew stronger with each day passing, and soon Ife became an integral part of Keji and Tunde's life. The couple, seeing how much Ife had come to mean to them, made the decision to officially adopt her. The process was lengthy and filled with its own set of challenges, but Keji and Tunde were determined. They knew that Ife was meant to be part of their family, and they wouldn't let anything stand in the way of giving her the home and love she deserved. On the day of the adoption finalization, Keji felt a sense of completeness she hadn't felt in years. As she held Ife's hands, she knew that the path she had taken, the heartbreak, the disappointments, and the struggle had all led to this moment. She realized that her life was always in an unpredictable way, and had given her a family after all. And even if it wasn't the one she originally wanted and envisioned. Years passed and Keji's business flourished. She became a well-known figure in the local art scene, her jewelry symbolizing the beauty that could emerge from pain. She and Tunde raised Ife with love and care, nurturing her talents and encouraging her to pursue her dreams. Ife grew into a confident, creative young woman with a heart as big as the one that had taken her in. As Keji watched Ife blossom, she couldn't help but feel a deep sense of gratitude. Life had tested her, broken her down, and rebuilt her in ways she never could imagine. She had learned that strength wasn't just about enduring hardship, but about embracing change, letting go of the past, and finding joy in the present. One afternoon, as the sun set over their home, painting the sky in hues of pink and orange, Keji sat with Tunde and Ife on their porch, enjoying the quiet moment. Ife, now a teenager, was telling them about her latest project. Her eyes shining with excitement, Keji listened, a smile playing on her lips, feeling the warmth of their little family around her. In that moment, Keji realized something profound. The disappointment she had felt on her previous wedding day, the heartbreak that had seemed like it wasn't going to end, had all been part of a journey that led her to where she was now. She found that not just in Tunde, but in the family they had created together, in the community she had built around her, and in the woman she had become. Keji had risen from the ashes of her broken heart, stronger and more resilient than ever. And as she looked at the people she loved, she knew that no matter what challenges life threw at her, she would face them with courage, grace, and the unshakable belief that in the end, everything would be okay. Thank you for watching today's video. If you like my story and would like to get me a cup of coffee, you can check my description and you'll see a link there. Thank you.